Hello, my weirdos, and welcome back to the Bangover Report. As always, I'm Taz, and I am joined here again with the one and only Jaz. Tonight we are talking about Fame on Fire, their very first headline tour, and we had the absolute privilege to go and see that at the Cobra Lounge in Chicago. We even had the absolute honor of sitting down with them, all those guys, and interviewing them. I had an absolute blast with
You
that.
like saying absolute.
Why are you making fun of my speech patterns? I'm tired, okay?
Yeah.
You're rude.
Hmm.
Anyway, yeah, it was fantastic. Talking with those guys tonight. That will get posted up at some point, hopefully soon. Got a few glitches that we've got to figure out before we can actually start posting those things. But they are happening. I promise. We have them.
They exist.
They do. However, we're just having issues getting things up on there right now from that side of things. But we will get there. I promise.
Files are jerks.
Yeah. But on the bill tonight, it was Of Virtue, Kingdom Collapse, and then Fame on Fire. I don't think I could pick a favorite, honestly.
No, not really. I was very pleasantly surprised with the first two.
Yeah.
I even ended up adding some songs like immediately to my playlists so that I didn't forget them.
Yeah, like the last song of Virtue, right? That was one of
I
them.
don't know if it was the last one, but it was one of the last few.
Yeah. They all put on an amazing show. The presence on stage, the sound, it was absolutely amazing. They were all real professional. They handled it like champs. The guys from Old Virtue were hanging out at their merch booth, so we spoke to Damien for quite a while. He was from Old Virtue.
Damon.
Is it Damon?
Damon.
I thought he said Damien.
No. Pretty sure it's Damon.
Well, we all know that my hearing sucks, so...
Oh, yeah, there was a point he was talking, and I'm standing far enough away from him that he's, like, talking, and he keeps looking at me like he's talking to me, and he's talking to him.
He was talking to both of us.
I know, he intended to, but you were the only one close enough to hear, and he seriously, like, he was like, right? And I'm like, I can't hear you.
And I just gave, I gave her, like, a 2-second summary of what he actually said. And yeah, he came up with it was a really good point. Basically the topic on that was people of color in the rock industry, because he mentioned that he had just recently performed in a Seven Dust cover band, and Damon himself being a person of color, I made the joke to him in very nice way that it was actually very fitting, because Lejean from Seven Dust is also a person of color. And he was just like, oh, well, I wasn't even the one singing, so that's a moot point. I'm like, okay, well, fair enough. But yeah, he had a very, very good speech about
it's what's on the inside.
Yeah. Basically, it's what's on the inside, and all that kind of hate is a learned thing. It's not it's not something that someone's born with it. And I 100% agree with that. So he said it a lot more eloquently than I did, but that's basically the summary of that. But he was a really cool dude. He was awesome.
Nice. Gave us a set list.
Yes, he actually went back into the green room, and like without us prompting anything, of course. Like we don't do that a lot.
We do that sometimes.
We do that sometimes for sure. But we didn't prompt him for anything like that, and like he's just like, oh yeah, I've just got to go and deal with a few things, got to finish my pack up, and then when he came back with 2 set lists. He gave one to us and one to our friend Lara, because she's been a huge follower of Virtue. Wow, that for quite some time. So they know each other quite well at this point. But onto the actual show. Of Virtue did a 5-6 song set. They came out of the gates running.
Yeah, they came out hard.
They came out hard. They came out heavy. They had the only pit of the entire night, which very impressive for people opening.
Yeah.
I
think they're the only one that called for it, though.
Yeah.
Though they wanted a circle pit, I think, but
no, they just wanted movement.
Oh, how he was doing this, I thought they wanted circle.
That's just a general sign in general.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a lot of people take that as circle pit, but I don't.
Well, you don't like circle pits.
Shut up.
Shut up.
No, I absolutely despise circle pits. I think they're stupid. But it's part of what it is. But whatever. I don't care. But yeah, they hit the ground running when they came on stage for sure. They were really, really heavy. And oddly enough, like they had quite a lot of clean vocals, but it still had that really heavy vibe.
Well, there was a mix. I think that's why I liked them so much. Is they kind of like how Ice Nine Kills has the gutturals and the hard stuff, but they also have the clean vocals. They have the singing, and I don't know. It was a nice mix.
Yeah, they definitely did the mix very, very well.
It seemed like almost all of them sang at some point.
Yeah,
I think except for the drummer.
I definitely became a fan.
Got a hat.
Got a hat. You all know me. I love my hats. I try and get hats wherever I can. I love them. Yeah, they did phenomenal. Great people. Spoke to the vocalist of Virtue as well. I am so sorry. I completely spaced on your name, bud. But
the other vocalist?
Yeah, the one that wasn't.
Yeah.
He was just a vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because Damon was vocalist too.
Yeah, he was
vocalist and guitar.
Yeah, he did the guitar as well. Sorry. The venue itself was very, very small. Unfortunately for us,
no photo pit.
No photo pit.
We did find a little nook.
They had like a little raised alcove off to the side where they like kind of store the road cases and things like that, and there was like a little bit of room for us to stand, so we got permission to be able to stand there and be able to shoot the show effectively still.
Yeah.
The lighting was rough. It's not a well lit venue.
It's dark, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, to the eye, seeing it was fine. Perfectly fine. It's just capturing it on the camera is a whole nother animal.
Yeah. You need a lot more light.
Yeah, we definitely do. It kind of is what it is. We kind of work it how we work it, and we still managed to come away with some good shots though, right?
Especially just kind of change lens and change settings a little bit.
Yeah,
it helps.
Yeah, we had to.
You got to know how to play with it.
We both fiddled with it quite a bit to get it right.
It was interesting that it was a brewery. It wasn't.
Yeah. The Cobra Lounge is also a brewery, so they brew their own stuff.
And from what we're told, really good food.
I
talked to a few people who had food there. It all smelled good, but the ones that ate, they said it was really good.
Oh, really? I didn't speak to anyone.
Laura ate.
Oh, you spoke to Laura. Okay.
The boys ate.
The Boys.
From
Fame on Fire.
no, the middle one. My brain's dying.
Kingdom Collapse.
Yes, they ate.
I didn't know you spoke to them.
I spoke to the lady who was getting them their food
Oh.
because Laura was speaking to her.
Oh, okay.
So
fair enough.
Connections.
But yeah, speaking of Kingdom Collapse, bit heavier than Of Virtue, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Still had the clean vocals, still pulled it off really well. They were just that little bit heavier.
Mm-hmm.
They even had like I don't really know how to explain it, but it was like spoken vocals.
Yeah.
Like he kind of made it a little bit on the guttural side, but was just speaking it.
Mm-hmm.
He had that in some of the songs, and I thought that was a really, really nice touch. It added a whole new dimension to it, and
I think they were another one that I ended up adding.
Oh, did you?
At least one of their songs. The one I'll Never Be Like You.
Was that?
Pretty sure. It's something like that. Let me hold on. I can
Yeah,
look.
she got this.
I'm pretty sure it was
You got this. Wrong app. There we go.
all the apps.
Never Be Like You.
Yeah, Never Be Like You. It was down here. Kingdom Collapse.
Yep, okay, that was Kingdom Collapse. Okay. That was whoa shit.
Apparently it's one of their newer ones.
Yeah, that's one of the newer ones, and I almost just kicked this shit way the hell away.
Please don't.
But that was a great song. That was one of the last ones that they played.
Yeah.
And
I really liked that one.
I was going ham on
You were. I think that's when I was filming.
That was, yeah.
I think that's
I mean, like that you could.
So you'll see that later on TikTok.
You gonna post that?
Probably.
That was one of those songs you could you felt it.
Yeah.
Like you really felt it.
It was one of those songs where it's like, I'm not the popular person. I'm not the in person, but that doesn't matter. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be me.
Yeah. Basically, the message behind that was be proud to be who you are and fuck anyone else.
No matter who it is. Yeah.
And growing up, I was always very much an outcast. I had very few. I wasn't part of the popular clique, basically, and so I really felt that. And going through my 20s, I learned to embrace the fact that I'm just a weird dude.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, and hence why I call you guys my weirdos. If you guys weren't weirdos, you wouldn't vibe with me like you do. So
that's true.
So yeah, you're all my weirdos, and I love the fact that you're all weirdos too. We fit. It's good. We have a connection. I'm going a little bit far with that, aren't I?
Normal's only setting on a dryer.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Was it Harley Quinn?
Yep.
Nice.
Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay, nice.
I'm the random facts person.
We already know this. What random fact are you going to come out with this one aside from that?
I don't know.
I don't think you really got any for these bands, at least.
Sure I could.
You could find something.
Okay,
so Kingdom Collapse. Yes, check them out. Do it. They from Texas, I believe. They said.
Yes. Of Virtue's from Michigan.
Yes, they're from Michigan.
Kingdom Collapse was Texas. And Fame on Fire are Florida boys.
Yes. And they're true to it where they like their White Claws.
They do.
They like their White Claws. And
they do like their White Claws. Ew.
During the interview when we spoke about it. And during that, when they mentioned it, and I'm like, you guys are from Florida, aren't you? They're like, yeah, we are actually. So I was saying it as a joke, but I was actually right.
TV static with a hint. A hint of fruit.
Yes, and funny thing as well, mentioned that I wasn't a huge fan of it, and they decided to give me one. They gave me one that was cherry to begin with, and I don't do cherry. I don't. I hate cherry flavor. So I was going to drink it because, you know, that's the polite thing to do. People give you a drink, especially when, you know, it's a business setting in a sense. And they asked, "Are you a cherry person?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." So they gave me a watermelon one. It was and it was the vodka kind, not just the straight seltzer.
Yeah, it was vodka.
And that watermelon White Claw vodka thing was really good. I enjoyed it very much.
Basic white bitch.
No, I'm not a basic white bitch, and you know it. So I'm not going to go too much into the interview because that is going to get posted, and you can all see it when it comes up. It will be
fun little tidbits in there.
Yeah, we went on so many tangents.
So many.
They were very
really
much
vibing with them.
They were such good people. I would love to just hang out with them. Like, they were good people. And I honestly,
Blake.
Yes, Blake. I could be best friends with that guy. I got along with him so well. We were shooting the shit back and forth so much.
Blake, if you're looking for a friend,
I'll be your friend.
I'll be your friend.
I'll be your friend. I got you.
Doesn't sound creepy at all.
Not at all. No, it's all good though. It's all good. It's okay. They're from Florida. They expect weird.
Florida men.
Yes. But onto their set.
They did have some issues.
Yes, they did have some issues.
They broke it.
They blew a breaker.
Yeah.
They blew a breaker at the venue, which, so, not their fault.
It was a funny moment when it happened, though.
Because it was right funny at the end of the song, too.
Yeah, so it kind of, it fit. It was almost like they shut the stuff down so that the, fans could sing it.
Yeah.
And then when the stuff didn't come back on, we're like, oh,
yeah,
I guess that wasn't planned.
Someone from the crowd actually shouted, "Wait, that wasn't supposed to happen."
Yeah, it was funny.
And so the Fame on Fire's crew immediately just jumped straight into it and started trying to figure shit out. The band was trying to figure shit out.
Threw out a lot of picks during that.
Yeah. Blake was just like, "Yeah, let's go. Like, I think he threw out 20 to 30 picks at that point.
Something. And then the fans are throwing out suggestions too.
I suggested a cappella. I thought that would have been cool.
A cappella, acoustic.
Mm-hmm. Someone threw out instrumental, which made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. Somebody else randomly yelled out penis.
People randomly yelled out Slayer and Freebird.
Yeah, Slayer.
There was a lot of random shit that got thrown out.
They have nothing.
Yeah. But unfortunately that did happen. There was small issues with vocals throughout the set.
Kind of went in and out.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that issue was, but we could still hear him.
But we were more up front.
We were considerably closer.
But I mean, honestly, they didn't stop. No. Even when everything broke, they stopped.
Yeah,
But when it was just the vocals and shit, they actually, kept performing and gave it their best, and
they rolled with it.
Yeah.
And even when they did have
that, guys, good job.
Yeah, I commend you guys completely for handling that as well as you did.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people out there that wouldn't have handled it well. That would have just said, "Well, screw it, we're done," and just cut the show off there. The fact that you guys continued on and did everything you could to get back as quickly as possible, that it really speaks.
They missed one song.
Yeah, they only cut one song.
With all the issues.
Yeah. It really speaks to your guys' character and how you guys feel about your fans. So, absolute props to you guys. You guys did amazing. And yeah, they only cut the one song.
Yeah.
Which is it's unfortunate because, of course, we want to get as many songs in as we can listen to. but it's a very understandable point. Like
Yeah.
they're on a
Because
timeline.
it did take a good 5-ish,
Oh, it took longer than that. It took quite
five
a
to
while.
10 minutes
Yeah.
to get everything back up. Apparently, they couldn't find anybody from the venue that knew where the breakers or something were.
Yeah.
So it all took, a hot minute. So it's understandable.
Yeah.
Everybody's got timelines and shit they gotta follow.
Yeah. And it's showbiz.
And
The
they
show must
flowed
go
with
on.
it,
Yeah. One funny thing that I noticed, and I know you noticed it too, the ceiling was very, very short.
Yeah, he hit his head.
He hit his head on it. Well, admittedly, they put a riser there.
Yeah.
They did bring a riser out. They were the only one that had a riser.
But like with the riser, he was literally here.
No, that was when he was bent over. He couldn't stand up straight when he was on the riser.
Oh. I think it was Blake that was here then.
Yeah, but Blake's short.
Yeah.
Love you, bro.
Well, even he made the comment when I stood next to him, and we both know I'm short. And like I think you made fun of me because you're like, yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot because she's too short for it. And he's like, that's not very nice. I'm only like an inch or two taller than her. And I'm like, if it makes you feel a little better, I have like a little bit of a heel on. He's like, I guess.
And well, in my defense, I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
Majority of the population of the world is short to me.
Hey.
It's just a fact. Like, and if you are shorter than me, even if you're an inch shorter than me, you're short. Get over it.
He's just an ass.
We know this. This is not news.
That's true. Anyways.
But their lighting in the back was really cool.
Yeah, it was nifty. They had like runner bars, and then they had, flashes and shit too. And honestly, I thought it was going to, like, you could see the lighting before they came on, so you could see, the bulbs and shit. I thought it was going to be so bad to shoot. It really wasn't.
No, like you actually got some really good shots from them.
Like they had enough of front lighting too.
Yeah.
Not just backlighting. That it kind of, there were certain points where I couldn't. If only the back stuff was running. I got some cool silhouettes. But
yeah,
honestly, it didn't mess with me as much as I thought it would.
Yeah. Well, when we first saw the lights, we thought it was strobes.
Yeah, that's true.
We initially thought it was like just some big ass strobes, and we were freaking out.
Yeah.
We're just like, we ain't gonna be able to get shit.
Yeah, there's certain lighting situations that just suck.
Yeah. So shout out to all of the concert photographers out there that just make it work no matter what you get thrown, because that's kind of what we got to deal with.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more challenging than just regular photography because
everyone's moving.
They
don't just stand in one spot.
And you have no control over what they're doing.
Or the lighting. Or really, you have no control. A lot of, like, as bad as it sounds, it's you need to kind of go on instinct of where to be, what to do, stuff like that. But a lot of it is kind of spray and pray.
Yeah.
It's like, especially when stuff is bad or when you're only getting good lighting in flashes or something. It's like, all right, spray and pray.
Yeah.
Let's hope we got something.
One of the best pictures I ever got was 110% accidental. I didn't even know I got it until we went through the pictures after.
Wasn't it your first shoot too?
Yeah, it was my first shoot. Yeah, Static X.
Yeah.
Got an amazing picture of Zero. Like just the perfect lighting in the background, and it looked phenomenal. And shout out to the photographer for Cultist Black on that tour, because she's the one that set me up for that shot, because she knew where Zero was going to be.
Stand here.
Yep, that's exactly what she did. She said, "You stay right here because Zero is going to be right there for this next song." And that's exactly where I stayed, and that's how I got that amazing shot. And so, huge shout out to her for helping me out there. I don't really have a whole lot else to say.
It was a great show. It was very entertaining.
There was a few hiccups, but it didn't negatively impact the show at all.
They went on with it. The sound guy was just kind of, he was having fun also, and singing along to the PA and
Messing with Blake.
what was he messing with?
He was messing with Blake while Blake was playing.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Who tripped? Wasn't Blake the one?
Brian.
Brian tripped.
Yeah.
I know somebody tripped on the drum kit.
Yeah, so I think he just stepped off the riser and was singing and like stepping back at the same time. Admittedly, they just played Louder Than Life yesterday, and they were on main stage.
Space.
They had a bunch of
All
space.
the space.
And
this was the opposite.
Yeah, it was a very small stage, so I think he just wasn't thinking and just stepped back and damn near fell onto the drum kit. Nothing went bad with it. I just thought it was amusing. He saved it really, really well. Brian also messed with bassist, I can't remember his name. Messed with his tuning.
Oh, okay.
Like as he walked past, like he was over singing on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the camera it'd be that side, whatever. On this side. And as he came back past, he reached up and went whoop on the tuning of the bass. I'm like, oh man.
That could really mess you up.
Yeah. But as many technical issues that they had, I don't want this to be about that. It was a great show, and I would definitely go and see it again.
Even with them.
Yeah, I would go and see him again, even if they had those issues again. Like if they had them all the time,
I would. People who throw hissy fits.
I'm not naming names because I do not want to get blasted.
I'm just saying, some people throw hissy fits.
Yeah, there's one in particular, and
yeah, something goes wrong.
He's fit. Small little inconvenience. I'm done. We're not playing.
Yeah.
This crowd is boring. I'm not playing. I think I just gave away who it was.
Hissy fits.
I just gave away who it was, didn't I?
I don't know.
I think I did.
People who know.
People who know.
If you know, you know.
And if he sees it, then he's probably going to roast the shit out of me, and I don't really give a shit.
That'd be fun, actually.
That would be fun. I would enjoy to see that, to be completely honest. He'd make fun of my makeup, my tattoos. I don't know. He'd make fun of anything he could.
All of it. All the things.
All the things. I have issues with him, but that's fine.
But yeah, the show was great. All three bands were honestly, like, I'm not, I've said several times, I'm not into the harder stuff, but they had that mix that I like. That mix of, yeah, they got that harder stuff. Yeah, you can headbang, and dance and like all of that to it. But they also have the more melodic side and the, singing and
they all had the emotion.
Yeah.
They all had that emotion in.
You could tell they all loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that beyond anything else makes for a good performance. When you're having fun, when you want to be there. Like, as much as you can try to hide it, if you aren't into it, it's just not going to be as good. And you can tell. Like, you can tell the person is just phoning it in.
Yeah. And, like, you can be doing all the same moves on stage, all the same spins, the same jumps, all of that shit. Even if it's just muscle memory at that point, like, you can tell. You can, like, even from way back in wherever the hell you're at, if you're at a festival and you're way, way, way back, you can still tell. Yeah.
You're BFE.
Like, you can still tell. Like,
nosebleeds.
Yeah, that kind of shit.
Yeah. But yeah, they were having fun on stage. They were messing with each other. They were interacting. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I suck with names, but like for Fallen Kingdom,
Kingdom Collapse.
See, I you know what? That's how my brain works. It's kind of the same.
It makes sense.
It's kind of the same
in your twisted ass mind, but
it does.
Anyway, you were saying
you see
for
where
Kingdom Collapse.
For them, the guitarist that was all the way over here came all the way over to mess with the drummer and like have a little like play moments, and those are always fun.
Oh, yeah. He was going absolutely nuts over there too. Did you see that?
Which one?
The guitar. I think he was the bassist. He was wearing the jersey.
Yeah.
The one you're talking about on the other side.
Yeah, he was wearing jersey.
Yeah. He was going absolutely fucking
He was having fun.
He was having a blast. I thought it was great.
He had his own little section just going crazy.
Yeah. Did you see that Blake almost knocked over his mic stand?
Yes.
He went to do a spin early on and like smacked his mic stand with the guitar.
And then for like 2 songs, the sound guy was trying to fix it. It kept like, I don't know, like it was here and it would go, and then he'd come fix it, but he couldn't quite get it tightened in time to not be in the way. So
No, I think it ended up getting fixed during the power out.
probably.
Because it was before that it happened, and then he didn't seem to mess with it after that. So
it was just funny.
I think he was actually trying to fix it when it cut.
Maybe.
I think he was trying to fix it when it cut. Yeah.
See, he did it.
It's all his fault.
Leave the mic stand alone.
Leave the mic stand alone. Leave it alone. Wow, that's showing my age a little bit, isn't it?
Not discussing that.
In your defense, I look older.
I know you do. In my defense, I don't have any white hairs.
I have a lot. I got a lot. All in my beard.
Anyways.
All right. Well.
So, anyways, amazing show.
Yes, fantastic show.
Plenty of dates on the tour. Go see them if you get a chance.
They do have low tickets and sold out in a bunch of shows. They've already sold out Orlando, which is their last show.
Their last stop. Almost. Yeah. We talked about that in the interview, actually. So if you want to hear about that one. Also, they told us about their next tour and stuff. So if you want to hear about that.
Yep. Go check out the interview. When it gets posted, we will do everything we can to get that.
We'll do that ASAP. ASAP.
What was the first thing you were trying to say there? ACA?
I was trying to say a combination of ASAP and ASAP. I am tired.
We're both very tired, and
it's gonna be even worse tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to get up early tomorrow. We're going to Parkway Drive, the Monsters of Oz tour. I'm so excited. It's been too long since I've seen them. Way too long.
Maybe they'll mistake you for Crew again.
No, that wasn't for them. That was for the.
It's still funny.
Yeah. Anyway, I will discuss that with you guys tomorrow because it's more relevant then. But yeah, you're all done?
Yeah.
All right, I'm all done. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. I'm getting there. Stop yelling at me. All right, guys. Well, we are signing off. Thank you for tuning in. Stay weird. Stay wild.